Hi, it's Caitlin, and I'm here with a new collection from Cracked Polish, and this brand is on a roll. This collection is called the Holograms, and you might have guessed that it's inspired by Gem and the Holograms, which Monique credits for making her the creative that she is today. So this collection is all about creativity, whimsical dreams, and just living your truth and your individuality, which makes me want to watch the cartoon. It just sounds magical and something that I would deeply resonate with. So maybe I can find it online and watch it. This is a 6-piece collection. I really love the color story. I really am impressed with some of the formulations that are in this collection of polishes. And if you want to pick them up, don't forget to use my affiliate code so you can save 10%. These will be launching on December 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll include all of that down in the description. And I guess we should just get into the swatches. Let's start with Pink Hair Strands, which is just so much fun already from the name. And this one is a sheer frosted white with pink and lilac shimmers, and it's inspired by Gem's magical hair. This polish is just so pretty and ethereal. It's got that really shifty, delicate, slightly frosted look to it that I really enjoy, and the formula with the beautiful cracked polish brush and cap is so easy to work with. This builds up really nicely in 2 coats as well. Some people might need 3, but I was really happy with it in 2. And I will note that I swatched this collection using a base coat, so I don't usually use base coat, but I've just started using it when I swatch because, I don't know, I wear my nail polish with a base coat in real life, so it kind of makes sense for me to show polishes that way. So here it is with the 2 coats and top coat, and I am using Cuticulo Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, which is my favorite. This is really pretty. As you can see, the shifts are there. It definitely works with the inspiration after looking up photos of Gem's magical hair. It's super cool, very 80s, and I love it. Moving along, we have Music is Magic, and this one is a dark teal green with holographic red, pink, green, and silver shimmers. This one's inspired by the backdrop on stage in the Music is Magic song. This is another polish with a fantastic formula. It goes on really easily, and the color is so beautiful and unique. I don't see a lot of this shade of teal green. It's just really pretty, and this is beautiful with the addition of the shimmer and hollow. It just works so well. As you can see, it also has a fantastic formula. It was totally opaque in 2 coats. I will recommend a good glossy top coat on this one because it does dry down a tiny bit dull. The holographic glitters are super tiny, so they don't create any texture and it won't be difficult to remove. So here you can see those shimmers working their magic. It just works so well together. I really like this color of teal. It's deep, it's beautiful, and it's just totally unique. Next up, we have Beautifully Bold Gold, and this one is a burnt gold metallic. It's inspired by the gold records in the Glitter and Gold song. So I just have a feeling that Monique really is a fan of Gem and the Holograms. She knows all the details, and I love that she's pulling inspiration from even the tiniest of moments from the cartoon. So this polish it's just giving retro in the best possible way. This might be a controversial polish for some people, but I really, really love it. And what I will say is that the formula is fantastic given that this is a gold shade, and yes, you might see some brush strokes, but I am swatching this with a macro lens, which is very unforgiving, and the brush strokes are barely visible in real life after this dries down and you apply top coat. So it self-levels really nicely. Do try to paint in straight lines, which is what I tried my best to do. And this is honestly a really, really beautiful polish for how light it is, for how metallic it is. It works really well. So the brush strokes pretty much dissipate once the polish dries down with the top coat. And this one worked really, really well on my skin tone. It was almost like a nude on my nails. I just really like the vibe of this polish. It reminds me of my childhood and polishes that my nan would wear, and I just love the blast of nostalgia with this one. Here we have like a retro dream, and this one is an icy mint with a white sheen and green shimmers. This one's inspired by the frosty makeup trends of the 80s, which I'm always here for frosty. It doesn't look good on me, but you will often find me wearing a frosty white eyeshadow because I just think it's super cool. So this polish has a really good formula. I really like the shimmer in it. I smudged my index finger, so oops. But this also has a formula that you might think will have brush strokes, but they dry down. It self-levels really, really nicely, and this is like frosted, I was gonna say frosted gum, but that's not a thing. I don't know, like wintergreen mint gum? I think that's what I was trying to say. Sweet mint. I think there was an Orbit gum called Sweet Mint years ago, and that's what this nail polish reminds me of. Fresh, cool, wintry, and I love everything about it. Here you can see it. It just looks really cool. You don't get like a super obvious shift with it, but it just has an overall frosted effect that works so beautifully. Moving along, we have Truly Outrageous, which is a holographic gold topper. This one's inspired by the gold shimmering glitters of the character Synergy when she transforms the other characters' outfits. This is a wonderful topper. I was so happy to see holographic glitter topper specifically in the hologram collection. I love that it's gold. You don't see a lot of gold glitter, and I think you should see more. It goes on beautifully and evenly in one coat, and it also dries down really, really smoothly. So I actually think you could use this as its own top coat. I don't know about longevity, I didn't test that, but it dries down so smooth. It wasn't difficult to remove. It almost felt like it could be a top coat. So I was super impressed with the formula and love the gold twinkles, especially over beautifully bold gold. And last but not least, we have what I think might be one of the most unique polishes in the collection, Rockin' Roadster Wheels. This one is a white gold with large gold flecks and gold shimmers. This is inspired by the band's car, which is like so cool. Gem in the Holograms really looks very cool, and I was a little before my time, but it doesn't mean I'm not tempted to revisit it. Well, not revisit it, to visit it for the first time. So this polish has a beautiful formula. I love how unique this is. This is like a Rolls Royce for your nails. It's very glamorous, but also frosted in that 80s way. Just love the formula. The gold flakes in there don't actually have a lot of texture, which is really nice. It smooths everything out. The top coat smooths everything out, and it's not difficult to remove. I really love this polish, and I'm just so curious what other people think. I personally am a huge fan of everything I've seen in this collection. So you can definitely see the gold shimmer in this one. The gold flakes are so fun. It just reminds me of a vintage Christmas tree, and I am 100% here for it. What I've been noticing about Cracked Polish is just how incredibly unique their polishes are, their finishes are, and there's something just very sophisticated and edgy about it. It just feels like a very smart brand, and I don't know why, but I just love what they're doing and everything feels very intentional and I'm just here for it. So genuinely, I love every single polish. So if you can and you like the collection, hopefully you can pick all the polishes up. But some absolute standouts to me are Like a Retro Dream. I don't know what it is about that color, but it's just so beautiful. I love the formula. It's perfect for winter time. Like, it just makes me feel cozy, but also happy. And I also really, really love Rockin' Roadster Wheels. It's controversial, but I actually super, super love Pearly Frosty polish finishes. That one has a fantastic formula, and I love the addition of the little gold flakes. It feels very, very Christmassy and wintry, so maybe that's gonna be my Christmas manicure. I don't know. And I do want to give a shout out to Beautifully Bold Gold because I've got it on my fingers right now. And honestly, like the brush strokes, I'm swatching with a macro lens on my camera, so it's gonna be really critical and pick up like the tiniest brush strokes, but you can't see them on your nail when it dries, and it's just such a cool, like vintage shade. That's it for me and for this collection. Let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.